Hey guys, today I'll be trying Makartt's House of Florist Polygel kit while I try to do a double XL set with some foil in it. So here I'm just swatching all the colors, and then I can show you how they look after they're cured, but they're very opaque for some polygel. Okay, so to achieve the length, I will be using just 2 stiletto tips that are glued together. I will glue the second one about 3/4 the way up on the first one, and I'm trying to get a square shape, so then I will just follow after that. Okay, so here I just filed the tips. It's important to file where the tip is on your nail so that it's flat. So that there are no bumps when you're applying your polygel. It's also important to file where the 2 tips meet for the same reason. And here I am just applying the base coat. I didn't apply any dehydrator or primer because I'm not keeping these nails on. So yeah, just the base coat for this one. Okay, so as you can see, I showed you my little drawing, which I didn't really stick by, but that was kind of my idea. So I wanted to create kind of a freestyle set with some negative space and like gold foiling that covered the lines between the clear spaces and the colored spaces. So I used pink for the opaque spaces. It was different for me to work with this polygel because the first polygel that I used was a lot more runny. Not a lot more runny, but it was less stiff than this one, and I prefer this one because it's more stiff. Okay, so here I am just filling in all the spaces that I left without the rose color with some clear polygel. These, like the first layer was supposed to be pretty thin because these are going to be encapsulated, which means after we put the foil, we're going to put clear polygel on top of that. So these nails ended up being a little thick because I forgot that the first layer should have been thin. But yes, I'm just filling in the spaces with some clear polygel. Also, a side note, this polygel was actually not from this kit. This polygel was from my first kit that I mentioned in my last video. So before I place the gold foil, I am just applying some base coat on all the spaces that I plan to place the foil on, because although polygel is a little sticky after it's cured, it wasn't sticky enough for the gold foil to really stick. So this gold foil I got off Amazon. I'll link it down below, but it was actually really cheap. It was $7 for 3 big bottles of gold foil. It was gold, silver, and like a brownish copper color. But in this tray that you see, I actually took gold foil out and I cut it into small pieces because the pieces that it comes with are kind of big. So I cut them really small so that when I place them, it'd be more, it'd look better. Okay, so here I'm just placing some top coat over the gold foil, either base coat or top coat, and I cured it just so that when I placed the clear polygel, any looser pieces of gold foil didn't get carried away. I did not film the entire encapsulation process. I filmed the first layer, but after I put the first layer, I noticed a lot of unevenness in the surface, like little dips and like lumps. So I went back and I filled in all the uneven surfaces so that it was a smooth nail before I started to file. So here I'm just showing you the movements I did to shape the shape of the nail, and then I went back over with my drill. Lastly, of course, after wiping off all the dust, I put on the top coat and cured it for 30 seconds. So here's the final look. The design is so pretty to me. If I made them shorter, I probably would have kept these nails on. But yes, if you like the video, make sure to comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next one.